going into London today, and it's always very easy to get parking if you take something at a sort of swanky hotel or something, if you take a sort of car like this. So I'm going to give the old Ferrari a run out. It's a beautiful thing. It's 1965 Ferrari 330 GT 2+2. It's what I love about this car is it's still got the same engines you find in the sort of road racer type cars. 3 carburettor this one rather than 6 carburettor, but this is what Enzo Ferrari rocked around in. He didn't quite get the short wheelbase 250 Bernetta type car. He liked a 2+2. That was his sort of car, and I have to say he's got a very good taste. Aha. Keys, remember those? No central locking on a car like this. Fuel pump. You actually prime the carburettors first and hear it ticking away. I'll wait until I hear a different sound come, and then I know the carburettors are full, and I give it some pumps on the throttle just to feed pure fuel into the engine. It should start. One of the other things you have to think about with a car like this is you've got to let it warm up. You're not really meant to drive off straight away from cold. I don't know, you get your man to start it in the morning or something. But the other thing, these were the most expensive Ferraris. These are, in their day, they were actually more expensive than the coupes. The 2+2 has always been a very expensive Ferrari. But I just love the noise it makes. Inside, typical Ferrari interior, really clear instruments. And this one's a unique car because the original owner actually ordered it with a Formica dash, which sounds dreadful, but it must have been like having a carbon fibre dash in its day. But I think it looks really smart, this sort of matte black look to the dashboard. Terrific. 5-speed gearbox, red carpets, proper seats in the back. A very elegant car, I always think, this one, but vastly overlooked. Half of them have been converted into 250 replicas and things like that, so very few survive like this. I've had this one 4 years now, bought it out of an RM auction and been very happy. Still very cold, the car. It takes forever to warm up, and you've got an oil temperature gauge, and you must take, I don't know, 10-15 minutes before you get the needle to even think about waking up and going off its pin. Fantastic brakes, disc brakes all round, absolute revelation. I couldn't believe how well it braked from previous old cars from the early 60s. Braking is never their forte. If you drive an E-Type, standard E-Type or something, you're in for a bit of a shock. Or Aston DB5 were pretty awful actually, but none of that with this. Really good handling, really responsive steering, great brakes, great engine, but a car basically that no one knows about. The car's in perfect working order, apart from one thing, petrol gauge. It says full, but sometimes sticks. I'm always a bit frantic. If I see a full gauge, I don't actually know if it's empty or full, and I can't remember the last time I filled it up. So I'm always diving into petrol stations to make sure it's topped up. Ended up putting like £3 in because I'd actually filled it up a month ago but forgotten. I think it's an age thing.